Hey there everyone, welcome to tonight's action of the ZADraft. My name is Noxville. Joining me is DeMoNiK. This is a best of two action adventure part of the ZADraft, an idea by Hari, and I think some input from Scans as well. But it's going to be a best of two between Bravado Gaming Emotion as well as Pride, formerly part of some MGO. They're an independent team now. Yes, if you're in the MGO market, consider using them. And yeah, this is, as I said, best of two, so it doesn't matter who wins the first game, there's definitely going to be a second game. And the draft has already been done, pretty much before the game starts. The team captain has to message myself, who's the admin for this game, with their lineups independently, so they can't see exactly what the other team is picking. Flares from BVD Emotion, they've drafted Tide, Lion, Rubik, Tiny, and Quap. And Honey, who's the captain for Pride, they've gone for CM, Ember, Morph, Disruptor, and Clock. So Quap and Clock to end it off, but it's going to be quite interesting, I think. DeMoNiK, any thoughts about the draft so far? We're about to jump in. The bug that is AP is about to end.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. Whenever you see a...
DeMoNiK, are you out there?
Oh, yeah, I'm speaking. I'm sorry, I forgot to push the talk button down. I am perfectly here, and I am in the game. It's going to be an interesting draft. Interesting to see the Tiny without the... Tiny most likely going to be the hard carry for the BVD Emotion side, but without the Whisper, you always got to sort of question. I mean, he has to sort of he has to get quite a bit of work done. Where Pride have a really good, I think, sort of solid lineup as well. They've got most likely an off-lane Clockwork. They've got the Morphling as their hard carry. Most likely going to send that Ember middle. And Disruptors has been seeing a lot of play, and when Disruptors played well, he can really turn games around and really punish his teams for being out of position. So it's going to be an interesting draft coming out from both sides, and it's going to be an interesting match to watch progress.
I know in the lead up to TI 4 qualifiers for EU, before, like, I think it was like the month before, the EU teams that were in the qualifiers had, like, if you consider all of the games between them, Disrupted the highest average assists. It was like 10 points or 11.4. Can't remember the exact number, but yeah, can score an insane number of assists if it's played right. And they drafted it, I think, pretty early in the overall draft. Did Pride? They had actually one of the better positions as far as I can recall in terms of getting picks. But let's see how the lanes are developed. I'm going to take the side of Pride. We got Clockwork going top very quickly. Castaway is going to be mid on the Ember Spirit. Bot lane is going to be a tri lane with RDK farming, as expected, I guess, on the Morphling. Honey is going to have the Disruptor, and 225 is going to be on the Crystal Maiden.
On the side of Bravado Emotion, we're going to have BB taking up the role of that support Rubik. It looks like we might have an aggressive tri-lane coming out here from Bravado Emotion. They're going to have Ferrari 458, who is subbing for them, I imagine. Going to be playing
Well, Scans has left their lineup. He's on Ferrari 458 is being trialed according to the Bravado Gaming article. So
and Flares is going to be the off-lane Tidehunter here in a farm position. We're actually going to see a solo mid Tidehunter in the form of Seam, and up in that safe lane we're going to have Donnie.
Tiny.
Yeah, Tiny, sorry, and we're going to have Donnie on the Queen of Pain. What did I just say? I don't even know.
You said Tidehunter twice.
Fair. There's so much Dota action today.
RDK. And RDK went for the Wraith Band as a first item. He didn't get pulled anything at all, but went for 2 sets of regen himself. A little bit of harassment coming out there. Wedge is going to have a hard time, I think, in the top lane. Donnie, not only very skilled individually, but also on a hero, well, in a matchup like this, Queen of Pain versus Clockwork, once Johnny gets up level 3, he's going to have 2 levels up in Shadow Strike, and it's going to actually be really, really hard unless the Clockwork gets an early boost. And yeah, mid can certainly go either way. I think that the Tiny has a little bit of an advantage in these early couple of minutes, you know, like before level 4.
Yeah.
Or if he can get level 4 before Ember Spirit can. But basically Flame Guard is coming up here, and I think we'll see the second level of that straight away. Just playing it safe in this mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a good decision from Castaway to go those 2 points in Flame Guard. It's going to keep him pretty safe in that lane. And I mean, Ember Spirit has received some nerfs, but if he can get his levels up, he's still equally as effective in the mid game, especially at picking off. Yeah, he can make some huge crits, some huge plays. It's going to be interesting to see how this lane actually progresses.
Yeah, one thing also to note is that, like, the early Sentry Ward came down over here. in the Radiant jungle for BD Motion, and as a result, they were hoping that the Radiant Observer Ward was going to be spotting the bottom rune from there, but unfortunately for them, it was planted over here. So that is perhaps a little bit annoying. Actually, wait. Let's think about this. Where's the other ward if that's the case?
We're going to see some action bottom actually. And it looks like 2-5 might be first blood. Who's going to go down first? Ferrari 458 actually gets the kill, but it's going to be a trade so far. Flares is just going to back up away. We've got DD on Honey, but I think that's just going to be it for the meantime. So first blood and a counter kill going down at the same time, just on supports though. So
we don't actually in South African Dota we don't like very commonly in professional Dota you see like an early kill with as some more engagements happening here. RDK is going to come in and get one. Flares could be in a little bit of trouble here. Can't get glimpse though because there's no glimpse up on Disrupt yet. He probably will take a level in it now. Maybe maxing that. I mean, most of the pros seem to max that at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, glimpse is. Sorry, carry on.
We definitely see a lot more counter kills in South African Dota than we do in professional Dota. Like very often, the early kills are the offlane hero that gets picked up. And it's not just because we see a lot more try in South Africa than in pro. It's just a situation of like, I think the support's positioning, like they kind of have tunnel vision going in. They're like, we must make the kill and we must make it first, and they kind of ignore the possibility of getting cross killed. Yeah, and the supports are just forced to stay in lane here just to protect RDK, just because he's up against this tri lane. I mean, CM would like to go into the jungle if need be to maybe frostbite a couple of creeps and get a couple of free levels and a couple of levels into that aura. But at the moment, she's just forced to stay in lane. But we are seeing a stack here, and Honey is going to pull that creep into the jungle. He's got to be careful here. I wouldn't be surprised if Emotion come to the jungle to actually contest this, and that's exactly what they're doing. So BB's going in first. Good movement from Honey just to feel that is actually going to happen, and Flares is just going to pick up this farm here. Yeah, RDK certainly can do enough damage. Oh, there's a kill in the mid lane actually. Wow. Castaway getting the first mid lane kill on scene. But look at his build. He's gone 3 levels up in Flame Guard, so it means that it's just so much easier for him to be able to tank tiny damage. And I think maybe this is like a misread from Bravado, thinking, well, Pride's got Morphling. They're probably going to play it safe lane. I mean, sorry, going to play it mid, and Pride have juked them and put the Ember mid, which is like not as popular as in past. But here, a little bit of a gang coming in on Castaway, gets stun tossed, and he's going to die there. Ferrari getting the last bit of damage off on him, and as a result, he's 2 for 1, which is both of the kills that have happened thus far on the side of Pride. Honey's just spotting out throwing down some res. He's got the haste rune, so he should be safe for now, but he is going to get counter warded. That's quite a late counter ward. There wasn't much time left on that ward. I think about 2 minutes at max. So yeah, it is quite late. And Honey is going to pick up a TP scroll, so Boots also coming up on the Crystal Maiden. A little bit of communism happening in the bottom here, some equal distribution. Only 11 creeps have been killed in the bot lane by Radiant, but just by Flares alone, he's hit 24, so very far ahead. Yeah, and I guess Morphling isn't the hero that you want to play catch up with. Neither is Ember Spirit, really. I mean, both of these heroes are ones that want to get a good early start. Ember has a little bit more power to get back, but he relies on his team to be able to do that. Yeah, Clockwork has hit his level 6. I would love to see him gank bottom, as we see some action going down on the bottom lane. Oh, the support's made a huge mistake there, pretty much lining up. And, the Crystal Maiden standing in like a horrible position behind the Disruptor, meaning that the line stun just, max value. Yep, max value, and that's going to give Flares his mana boost, which is going to make this lane a little bit harder to stay in for this Morphling, just because they're constantly going to have mana on the line and the Rubik for stuns. I think more than anything, Honey needs his level 6. He really needs those levels just to become effective. And Clockwork's picked up a bottle. He's got a TP and that level 6. He's decided to max the Rocket Flare just to try and stay sort of in touch with the farm on Donnie. I mean, Donnie's the outright winner at the moment with 32 CS. And the weird thing is that Battery Assault is definitely bad in this lane to level up max. But I think one level of Cogs is actually pretty good, because you're able to walk forward and use Cogs to bounce the Queen of Pain back. But I'm a little bit surprised by that. But yeah, this bottom lane, I think they need to go more aggressive given these picks. And Donnie picks up a solo kill on the Clockwork top. He does blow his ulti for it. but he is also farming slightly better than the Clockwork. When I say slightly, I mean nearly double the number of creeps that the Clockwork has.
Totally worth it to blow that ulti to get a solo kill. And we've got some action, more action happening bottom. Flares is not level 6 yet. He does throw the anchor smash, but the connected field goes down. RDK just going to back out for the moment. Flares has taken some damage. He may want to be careful. There is a level on glimpse, but they're not going to be able to glimpse it just yet. Habibi's actually going to go down. He gets glimpsed back, and RDK's going to get to safety. So good play coming out from Pride. 4-4. There's a score.
Well, two things have to happen now. First of all, Castaway needs to possibly consider getting out of here. Doing some good work over here on Steam. Now, Clockwork Hook comes in. It's going to actually catch Steam. No, it's not. Oh! It slips back. What a play by Castaway. It looked like he was going to definitely die there, but the nice disjoint using his slide to fist. And he's going to go back to base, heal up, maybe come back. That was a really, really well played situation.
Throw down his Ember Spirit, so he should be back in this mid lane in almost no time at all. But what a play from him to disjoint the toss.
Yeah, the timing on that.
Habibi maybe in some trouble here. Castaway is just going to go after him. We see the Flame Guard go off. He does have his ulti and he is going to go to it, and that's going to be an easy kill for Clockwork. He picked it up with his max rocket flare. Looks like RDK may be in some trouble as well. He doesn't have a TP scroll on him. They're busy looking for him. Stun misses. Donnie's in the trees. Oh, can they see him? It's close. 3 seconds until waveform. He is going to go down. Kinetic field goes off on the backside. Flares managed to take him down actually with a gush. And it looks like they're just going to carry on chasing. Honey's now maybe in some trouble. Tide ulti actually lands on 2. So Honey's still in some trouble. The CM's going to feed himself a kill to the line and the Tide Hunter. Wedge is now going to be here. 1 second till he's got ultimate. We're going to see the battery assault go off. Is he going to? Flares is trying to dodge the hook. Is he going to get it? Oh, the hook lands on it. That's going to be a kill.
Yeah. So Wedge gets up a nice cross kill. I was getting a lot of spam there. Apparently my in-game was broken, so I tried toggling it a few times. Hopefully it's better. We'll be able to find out, I guess, in 2 minutes time. But hopefully it's better now. Sorry about that. I mean, hashtag production value.
Oh, what a cost, eh? It was me last game and it's you this time, so we're even now.
Oh, Donnie going mid. No, oh, really? I mean, these players by Castaway have actually been really good. They're actually going on the aggressive here, trying to bring down Donnie.
We've got a level 2 glimpse. This may actually be trouble. Seems getting glimpsed back. No mana for the kinetic field, so he's just going to be able to run away. And Flares has got in. He's no ulti for the moment. He does have mana boost, which he may want to use, but 2 to 5 might just feed himself a kill here. Yeah.
And another gush coming out in Castaway, but he should be fine here. Oh, maybe
finger!
Not. Ferrari gets finger off cooldown, manages to pop that off. Actually, it might have been the first one. He's gone up to level 7 now. So it could have been his level 6.
Yeah, that's the first finger we've seen this game.
Yeah, definitely the first finger, but I mean, I think it was, he just leveled up in that fight to get 6. And he used 7, like, within a short period of time. Maybe not. Didn't actually see that. RDK has got a little bit of time to farm though. He's picked it up to 33 creeps. Right back up to Flares, but Flares is 1 for 1 for 6 and RDK 0 for 1 for 3.
Yeah, I think we really need to see 6 on at least a disruptor in terms of supports. Habibi's very close to his level 6, Ferrari's level 7, so I mean they're doing really well. As we see actually maybe in some trouble. He does have some help here. The Quap ulti goes off, but largely tanked by the Flame Guard, so he's going to be okay. Wedge just providing a defensive cogs. Donnie going in deep. He's going to get glimpsed back to safety, so he's going to be just fine.
Donnie relying on that exit strategy here. Trying to bring Steam down. He's quite low. He doesn't have bottle, but he does have 1 charges. This is very, very intense here. Here comes the battery assault. Is it going to be able to bring Steam down? No, it's not. 6 seconds left. He gets off a nice cogs though. Toss coming in. Flares isn't going to get bounced by the cogs this time. And a triple kill for Donnie. He's going for more. I think he overextends here, but Flares does have Ravage in a second. Gets it off. Crystal Maiden's definitely going to die here. RDK is trying to do some damage. Or is Crystal Maiden going to throw down?
Huge! Oh!
But it's still not going to be enough.
Oh.
As everyone kind of has to try run for the hills. RDK's got 1300 gold out of that little exchange though. Gets involved in 1 more assist. Doesn't die. And is going to get a couple of creeps here. So what do you think? Is this a Lincoln Sphere or shotgun game?
I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing a late Midas coming out from him, just to... I mean, he did have a fairly rough game, and he's doing okay on farm, but there are no minuses on the side of PvD Emotion, and it will just secure that he is going to get the farm, so...
Nice play in the bottom lane. Good synchronization between the Ember Spirit and the Clockwork, getting the spells in order. As the line turned around to try stun Castaway, the flare came in and sealed the deal. So I think Castaway's been our kind of standout player here on the side of Pride. He is 1 for 3, but I mean, the first kill that he made was on Team Solo.
Yeah.
And he's been going quite a lot, and he's got 2 assists as well. So Clockwork also 3 for 2, but no assists. I mean, every kill he's been involved in, he's been the one to get. So, and Wedge trying to hook to safety, but he's going to take it to 3 for 3. And Castaway going to kill us, Habibi here. Nice play by him. Just picking off the supports. Like, you know, if they don't have mobility, you're always at risk at this stage of the game to Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
Level 11 at the moment. That's pretty insane. I mean, what's he at the moment? Only 9. Donnie should probably be the highest. Yeah, he's also 11. Crystal Maiden going to get scouted out here. Donnie's going for that Orchid. And Morphling does look like he's going to fall back onto that link because he's got Ring of Health and Aquila up. Going to be quite a good time, I think, for him.
Yeah, he picked up that Aquila and picked up the Ring of Health as well. Wedge may be in some trouble. He's just TPing to the bottom lane, but there are 2 heroes standing wait. The Disruptor is here, but I don't think he's going to be able to save him. The Cogs goes off, but it's not going to help him. So he TPs in to feed a kill, and I'm not sure that Honey is going to be able to deny this tower. Oh, he's trying his hardest. Oh, he's going to get it!
What a king. He's going to die for instance as Heavy Bees comes into Zapparino. No, Frappuccino. Tyrant's nearly finishing up, well, nearly picking up his mech. It's in the courier, probably about to be sent to him in a few seconds.
Yeah, he just needs that, I know he's got the buckler, so he's got it now.
Yeah. But yeah, Seam and Ember Spirit going for similar item builds, I guess. No Star Shield on Seam.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason for his downfall. Oh, RDK is taking a really weird path to get into the jungle and stand around here. I mean, he should be at this time stacking up this camp over here. He was in the vicinity at the time. That said, Castaway getting engaged upon mid. Seam, maybe they want to turn this around. Nice little Jukerino happening there, and gotta stop saying words in the arena. Steals level 1 Frostbite, so maybe we could see Rubik saying, okay, well, we're doing okay on the map. 9 to 16. We're up. Probably winning on gold. They're winning by 4,500. Probably winning on experience. They are 5,500. So maybe he could just take this opportunity to just go jungle, get up to that Blink Dagger, which would, you know, for his whole team, kind of reliant on the Blink Dagger. Or maybe not if you have a tiny toss. Castaway in a huge amount of trouble, going to get brought down there. Nice interplay. The tiny toss. Who needs Blink Dagger when you can actually be flares in this game? And Crystal Maiden probably going to get brought down here. Going to try drop his ulti, but the just not going to be good enough. Stun going off, maximum range onto Disruptor, and the finger coming through by Ferrari. So he's having actually a crack of 6 for 2. He was the first 2 kills, and he's picked up another 4 along the way.
Got to be wary of that, of the stun into, I mean, the toss into Ravage combo. I mean, it's a free Blink Dagger for Flares. And Flares just doing some damage onto RDK. I think he may actually be in a little bit of trouble here. We see another TP going in. The battery assault does start, but there is a creep wave here to help him out. Steve's going to TP in. He's got 2 levels in grow and max level stun toss, and that's going to be a free kill onto Wedge. RDK needs to get the hell out of here. He does have his replicate ready if he wants to get to safety. And I think he may want to do just that. He's going to try TP. Is he going to be seen? Stun goes off, but misses,
That's
so he's going to be safe.
A really, really risky, greedy play by RDK there. He could have just gone to his replicate, and as a result, he, you know, it wouldn't have been the best of times, but, you know, maybe, did it die? Did we miss something there? Was it maybe killed by a hex or something on Lion? Lion should definitely get 1 level of mana drain just to break illusions.
And I think the biggest thing that's happening here is the level 6 that's just managed to be picked up on the Disruptor. He's got some farm in the top lane here, so he's got his level 6 for the next fight, which is extremely important, and it's like really important against heroes like Tide, because he can't crack and shell while he's in that ulti, so then he's not going to be able to get that Ravage off, as we see Castaway picking through creeps here.
With this toss combination that we've seen happening here, you're going to actually see a situation where you're going to need very, very fast reflexes from Disruptor to throw it down, you know, and guess who's being tossed upon? I want to say tossed upon. But Ember Spirit's in the bot lane. Just going to be trying to prolong this this push. I mean, the thing is that what's weird is that Morphling and Ember Spirit on the same side is that since Ember's been nerfed quite a bit, it takes a little bit more time to get him online.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, not that great when it means you're actually like a much worse hero until that happens. And as we were talking about important heroes, Honey gets brought down here. See him going to try to do some damage. But he uses toss as part of that combo. So Haystream's Honey, a very scary thing at this point in time. Drums are up on him. What's the timing like on Ember? He can actually probably afford them in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Just a couple of seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Flair's got his Blink Dagger. Top lane, I think what BVD have done very, very well in this game is just been to defend their towers as a team. They haven't dropped a single tower. Bottom is like 35 HP, but Flares went there to prevent that from being a fight. Speaking of fights, here we go. Castaway gonna try and get brought down. Ravage goes off picking him up. Disrupt the ulti, catches only 2, and well, now 3 that Habibi runs into it. And Toss coming in once again from that side answer, and RDK gets cheaped up. Looks like he's gonna get brought down here. Stunned. Not channeling his morph. He could have been channeling his morph for a lot of that fight. And Flair's possibly gonna get brought down here by a combination of battery assault and a good Tide Hunter. Oh, one more hit required. And seems like Mech and Wand are going to keep him alive. So 9 to 25, BVD, I guess as many of the pundits would expect in the lead here. And I guess also a lot of people would say RDK is going to be top of the farmer chart at this point in time. Definitely in terms of last hits, but Donnie is trying to get back to the top. In terms of net worth though, it's 1, 2, 3 for Bravado Emotion.
Yeah, Donnie's
can actually afford his own Blink Dagger right now.
Donnie's very close to his orchids. He's just 150 off or so. So we should see that in the next few seconds. And Seam is doing really well. He's got 3,400 gold, so I expect that he's going to go for that Argonum sometime soon, just to increase their pushing power. Looks like he may wrap around here. No, he's just picking up the point booster. Flares is already working towards that refresher orb, so we're going to see a refresher Tide in quite a good timing actually, considering that he went Mech, Mana Boots and a Blink Dagger. We hear the Clockwork ulti going off, but nothing's happening. Castaway may be in some trouble here. He's going to use his ulti, but it's just going to get tossed. Oh, one hit from death. Donnie's...
Oh, what a wonderful play. Dodging the Queen of Pain...
Scream.
The Queen of Pain Scream, yeah, getting him out there. And Ferrari could be in a little bit of trouble here. Honey actually not going to be able to do anything because he's going to die. Wedge is in a tough situation here as well. Going to probably get brought down. That's forced off into the high ground by Ferrari. And it's a 3-for-1 trade. Castaway coming back, getting 1 kill. Is he going to be able to make any more? He pops his drum, Blink, and Anchor Smash by Tidal to seals the deal.
Yeah, 4-for-2 trade, but in the meantime, RDK managed to pick up his ulti orb and the mid tower, so he's got that Void Stone if he wants it, and is just a recipe away from getting the Lincoln Sphere, so he's still got some farm under his belly. And Flares is suddenly extremely close to his refresher orb. He can buy the recipe right now, and then it's just the Oblivion Staff and the Perseverance. He's got to pick up the Perseverance, and he's...
Yeah, I mean, recipe is to give you regen.
Yeah, and he's got enough for the Quarterstaff in a couple of seconds, so that's going to be... Then he just needs the recipe for that, and that's going to be quite disgusting for Tide to deal with, considering they have no heroes that have a BKB at the moment.
They also don't have any heroes that are anywhere close to finishing up a mech. I mean, RDK is all in on his own. Clockwork looks like he's going for a pipe, but I mean, pipe without mech in this situation I think is, you know, you'd like both. You wouldn't like just one or just the other. The problem is that with both mech and pipe, actually maybe in this game pipe is actually like justifiable to go first, because if you think about it, like the combo potential of Tidehunter and Tiny is like so large that here comes the Ravage going off. Castaway is going to get brought down. Now hooked by Wedge, but he gets caught by the Sonic Wave as a result. He's going to try to get out of there, but I think Tony is going to be able to get him and escapes because of a nice little glimpse over there.
Fighting's not over yet. It looks like Flares wants to actually go for the Crystal Maiden. She's doing just fine. Disruptor's going to go down on the back end to Donnie, and they're not done yet. Ferrari 4-for-8 forces himself in, and that's going to be a 4-for-0 trade going the way of BBD Emotion, who look to be steamrolling this game. Seems now got his Argonum Scepter, so these towers are not going to last very long at all.
Yeah, he's slowly catching up to Flares in terms of total gold, actually. Only what, like 1,400 gold behind? And given the fact that he's the one getting the towers, probably gonna be him on the top of the score charts by the end of this game.
Yeah, he's got that refresher orb. Just needs the courier to bring it out to him. RDK does have the Lincoln Sphere, so that is always something to think about, but I'm not sure if it's too late.
The thing is that you need, as there's a little bit of engagement here, Castaway, nice potential for a stun here. Wedge getting off. Oh, Donnie, is he going to escape?
Ooh.
Somehow Donnie always sneaks out on no HP. And Castaway going to try to dodge everything. Picks off Seam, getting a lot of gold for the Crystal Maiden. Habibi's coming back in here. He's also got steering chains. And RDK is going forward. He's trying to fight players, but there's so much disable and, you know, even more value in having one level of mana drain. And RDK is going to pick up the kill. Or is he? Yeah, there we go. Double kill, actually, in fact, for Ember Spirit. So they managed to hold the high ground. They don't lose racks. Might pick up another kill here on Seam. But, you know, really, the problem with Morphling is just you need, like, Lincoln Sphere, maybe BKB in some situations, and then another item just to be able to start fighting, like a shotgun. Like a shotgun. If he had a shotgun now as well, like on top of his 800 gold, maybe this game would be close.
Yeah, that fight is going to do well to bring Pride at least a little bit back into this game. They're still quite far behind. I mean, looking at the gold and XP graph, with 15,000 gold, XP was at 20,000. It's almost down to 15,000. Castaway is very close to his BKB, I think, which is going to help a lot in these fights. Just because there's an extreme amount of magic damage coming out of BVD Emotion, and he's been doing great in these fights. I mean, he's been doing outstanding work to carry on getting picks and to survive. I mean, he constantly dodges the spam from Tiny with good use of Sleight of Fist. So, I mean, he's just having a superb game so far. But we see the Refresher Orb come out now on Flares, and I'm not sure that they're going to be expecting a 23-minute double Ravage coming out from the Tide Hunter.
The thing is, you have to look at how like the different lanes went. Like now, where the heroes have moved around. The bottom lane in total is 5 for 19. Sorry, 5 for 18.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, that's the differences between the two teams is like 18 or 17. I can't do maths right now. I'm really tired. So 19 kills, but like, you know, 19. You know, it's almost all the death differential is from that bottom lane where they just, you know, lost horribly.
Yeah.
And it was also a combination of good rotations from Donnie, good rotations from Seam. And I think if Castaway maybe when he came bottom, if they were more successful in their gangs, could have been a lot better for them. But there's still a lot of there's still something to play for here. I think Disruptor landing a good ulti could be the start of a good thing. Oh, Flares gets off a Ravage on just Castaway, and Castaway's just died. He's got no buyback.
Yeah, he's just bought that BKB, so he's got no buyback, and I think this might just be Rax here.
Yeah, and there's also another Ravage ready to roll.
And
here we go.
Ravage 2 is going to go up, and that's just going to be the supports. Gone.
Just made him try to get off a Glory LT, but wasn't going to work, and range racks are going to fall, Clockwork Hook is going to miss. Steam is just beating down on these racks over here. And Donnie going forward. Honey is going to die for the second time, or is he? Maybe going to be able to escape. RDK actually picks up Donnie. That's quite a fair amount of gold. He needs to be strength morphing. He like constantly gets caught out because he's just not strength morphing.
Yep. The sheep is doing great work.
As soon as they went on him there.
I mean, the key to morphling is to start strength morphing as soon as you even think that you're in trouble. I mean, after going in for Donnie there, I mean, he dove deep, so as we see, just the support's going down again. The Disruptor does cast a Static Storm, but it's going to die before anything else happens.
Castaway's back now. Let's see if he can do some magic. I think it's just too little too late, even if he gets magical hits here. And he drops his BKB, but against the physical damage of Tiny, what's it going to do? It's going to allow him to maybe pick on the supports. And Hook coming forward by Wedge, I don't think that's the target that he intended to hit. Ferrari's in a little bit of trouble here. There's no 4-stars or anything to get him up. Maybe they're going to be able to bring down Ferrari. They are indeed going to be able to bring him down. And Wedge somehow bottling through it all. One more hit though from Seam. But Seam's in a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't have a blink tag or any mobility other than Drum. He gets chained in place by the Ember Spirit. Nova comes down, just clipping Seam. Turning around, going to try bring down the Crystal Maiden, does bring it down. And there's just Ember Spirit's going to be trying to fight on as a king. Morphling's in the picture now, but he just tickles. With that Anchor Smash, he only hits for 79 damage. It's really just not good enough. And the RDK, once again, is going to get brought down. And that's triple kill for Seam, and it seems like GG, as Honey calls it out. So we're going to be moving forward. We're going to try to keep this as quick as possible. This was the first game, and going out in 26 minutes, you know, starting late, hashtag South African Dota. But we're going to try jumping into game number 2 in as short a time as we possibly can. As there's a little bit more fun to be called out here. GG getting called out by Castaway. And some more kills happening. But yeah, my name is Noxville. Joining me is DeMoNiK. We're going to be jumping straight into game number 2 as soon as we possibly can. As this is a best of 2 game, so it's going to be the last game of the night. Part of the ZADraft, organized by Hari and sponsored by Hari. And powered by Hari.
Powered by Hari. Cheers.